What's happening, Newburgh? My name is Allie. I'm a director of student ministries, young adults and communications here at Newburgh. And it has been over a year since you have heard from Pastor Steve telling us that we are going fully online for worship. And over this year, we have grown, we have adapted, and we have found crazy new ways to do ministry. And through all this change, there are two things that have yet to change. And first being God. God has continued to use Newburgh in various ways in mission. He has continued to stretch us with social justice and being advocates in that area. And he has showed us so much of a lesson of just simply remembering how to love our neighbors. And next, God hasn't changed as well, but also our church, our community has not changed. We are still finding ways to connect, to meet, whether it be through webcam or gatherings outside, and all of those other various ways of ministry. We have continued to be a community of Christ here in this Livonia area. So after several months of waiting and planning, we are ready to take our first steps into in-person worship and introducing that back. Now, let me explain what that's going to look like, because service is going to look a little different than what we've done in the past. So on May 23rd, we are going to host our first in-person worship. It will be a service that happens at 10 a.m. This service will be limited in capacity, so that will require us to do what is a registration process. You will need to register in advance. It will require people to be wearing their masks while they're in our building, and as well in enjoying worship in what we are calling a family-style worship. We will not be offering Sunday school at this time, which means our families will be seated together if you register and you're coming in person. Now, at this time, a vast majority of our congregation will be attending online. We will continue to live stream service, and there will be elements of recorded music and readings, as well as live offerings as well. And it's still going to be happening at 10 a.m. live. Like I said, this is just our first step back into in-person worship. And I'm going to be honest with you, we don't know how many steps forward and how many steps back we're going to have to take during this time. But as we've learned, we'll continue to adapt and adjust as we need. So if you're interested, if you're looking to join us in person starting May 23rd, here is what we ask of you. First, make sure that you pre-register. You can pre-register by going to this link, newburghumc.org/in-person. There you will find our registration form to register for a service every week. This form is actually going to be coming out every Monday at noon. So every Monday at noon, the registration form will be open for you to register for the coming Sunday. You will receive that via email, so if you haven't subscribed to our email list, do that. As well, you'll see it posted on Facebook and all our social media and on the website itself. And then next, don't forget that we are requiring anyone who is in this building to be wearing a mask. Now, if you can't wear a mask, we kindly just ask that you continue worshiping with us online. If you're joining us in person, you will come in through a check-in process. We will simply just ask you about our screening questions and continue to make sure that we're putting our best effort to keeping everyone safe. As well, there will not be a printed bulletin. Now, you will be able to download this bulletin if you would like. You can do that starting on Saturday mornings. That bulletin will be ready for you at newburghumc.org/Sunday. So if you would like to go there, you can download the bulletin. But as well, you can get the bulletin through our QR code or the web link that will be provided through the check-in process. And you'll be able to have that on your phone as you join us for in-person worship. And if you want that at home, you can go ahead and utilize that tool as well. And lastly, I just want to ask that you guys join us in prayer. Prayer for our community, for each other, and for our leadership here as we continue to make decisions for our way forward. We will continue to take God's lead in this as we dive into a hybrid worship experience together.